Brexit negotiations collapsing would be of little consequence to Angela Merkel's Germany, as the country's economy would suffer little consequences, according to businessman Ulrich Hoppe. Brexit negotiations have threatened to conclude without a deal as the UK and the European Union continue to struggle to find common ground on fisheries, governance and state aid. Both sides have agreed to continue talking, but Boris Johnson has warned there is a very high risk no agreement may be found in the coming days. Despite suggestions that a no-deal scenario could have a serious impact on Angela Merkel's Germany, businessman Ulrich Hoppe attempted to deprive the government of one of its strongest threats, as he claimed no deal would not be that important for his country. Speaking to the Today program, the Director General of the German-British Chamber of Commerce said, "From my impression, Boris Johnson really needs to sell it to his party, to his MPs, so that's why we're seeing a lot of grandstanding on the UK side." In Germany, Brexit is further down the agenda because one should not forget the trade surplus Germany has with the UK is given at €50 billion. That's approximately about 1% of German GDP. Trade will not go away after Brexit. If 1% of the GDP in Germany grows a little more or a little less is not that important as for the UK. The comments had BBC host Martha Carney question Mr. Hoppe about the impact a no-deal Brexit would have on the car industry. Germany and the UK have a deeply intertwined supply chain, and industry bosses have warned about the risks severing the connection would have on the production line. Mr. Hoppe said, "Of course, it is important for the car industry, but taking the overall agreement is not that important. The car industry is massively affected not just in terms of selling to the UK but also producing in the UK. So, that's also an issue for companies producing here in the UK." After initial suggestions that the talks would collapse on Sunday, Boris Johnson and Ursula von der Leyen agreed to go the extra mile and keep talks going in an attempt to get a deal done before December 31. Following a call between the leaders, the Prime Minister and the European Commission President said in a joint statement, "We had a constructive and useful phone call this morning. We discussed the major unresolved topics. Our negotiating teams have been working day and night over recent days.